Hello and welcome to Pocket Gamer's YouTube channel. I'm Jon Jordan, and the game we're looking at today, rather incongruously perhaps, is the latest celebrity tie-in game from Glue. So this is Kendall and Kylie. So it follows off the back of Kim Kardashian Hollywood, which is obviously Glue's really big game of the last couple of years. Made them a ton of money. Made Kim Kardashian a ton of money as well. So basically making Glue about 30% of its revenue. After Kim Kardashian Hollywood such a success, Glue has been like snuffling up all these celebrity licenses. So it's just announced a Taylor Swift game. It's got a Britney Spears game in test at the moment. It's even got a few kind of male kind of celebrities, if you call them celebrities. I don't know, Jason Statham, Sniper X, hilariously funny, if you like that kind of stuff. And it's doing a Gordon Ramsay, the celebrity cook, doing a game with them as well. And there's some other ones. So Glue is well into this celebrity stuff. So where are we with Kendall and Kylie? So I would say obviously, but not obviously at all, certainly to people like me. So Kendall and Kylie are part of the Kardashian clan, I suppose. They're half-sisters, thanks to Mrs. Kardashian, who's now Mrs. Kendall, and Mr. Kendall's now Mrs. something else. Anyway, let's not go into that. So here we are in the game. So this is me, or in a sense not necessarily me. This is my character, my avatar, and it is a very social game. The first thing to note, I guess, compared to Kim Kardashian, which I did play a lot of, despite not knowing who Kim Kardashian was, is this is a game. The kind of screen orientation is portrait, so obviously designed for playing on a phone. Kim Kardashian was. I played it on a tablet anyway, but it was a landscape game, so I guess a more traditional kind of orientation for a game, but not really for a mobile game, particularly for a mobile game played by people who wouldn't describe themselves as mobile gamers. So kind of interesting from that point of view that this game has made that change. So what's going on in this game? We can just see a few things here. So look at the top of the screen. There in the 100 Club. It's got this kind of interesting fake kind of Twitter thing that also links into real Twitter if you attach your Twitter account. So I've got some followers. These are fake followers in the game. But I've just done a kind of mission. I guess they're not really missions, it's very social. So you'll see, so there we go, I've got to reach 1,000 followers, that's one of my goals. You can go to here and see my goals, so that's something I've got to do. It's legit. Plain beauty, I've got to wait for a text from Perry. Oh, I've got it. I've got to complete a beauty vlog at Perry's place. Oh, okay. Just going to do that one then, shall we? So there we go, complete a Perry's place. This will tell me where I've got to go. So there's like this soft currency in the game. It's kind of I can buy it actually, but it's softer currency and hard currency, which is the K gems, which are much more useful when I want to buy clothes. Because like clothes and fashion are a big part of this game. But equally, there's, as we'll see, a energy system which is quite a strong as well for good or evil. Oh, what's going on here? So this is kind of interesting. So I'm playing a game basically about they teenage girls, I mean, but young girls, and basically this ad has just popped up. I've not triggered it or anything. Quite why people who are playing Kendall and Kylie would want to play War Ages Legends of Kings, a bit beyond me. But go away. That's I would suggest a very bad use of a very bad example of in-game advertising, because it should be opt-in. You know, a lot of games now will let you watch a video, get a reward. You know, that seems pretty fair. People are actively watching the videos to get rewards, just to lob it in there, and particularly something that's just so meaningless. Very odd. Okay, so I'm going to complete my beauty vlog at Perry's place. This is telling me this is where Perry lives, so we go. Let's go and do this kind of, I mean, mission again is too wrong a word. There's Perry. Okay, so I'm going to tap on her. So we can see this game is very tappy, menu-y. So hi Van Hi, that's my name. Aren't I hilarious? Ready to start the vlog. Blah blah. So I could come back later if I didn't want to do this now, or I've got 3 hours basically to do it. So time is very heavily integrated into this game, as it was in the Kim Kardashian game. Some people like that kind of stuff, some people don't. So what's going on here? So up here I could because there's this kind of romance thing going on, I could text this chap, Clay Carey. Let's see, let's text him and see if he'll turn up. So there's this whole thing. As you could in Kim Kardashian, you could get married and all this kind of stuff. There he is. Wow. So what we're going to do with him? So basically, I'm going to do a selfie with him. It's going to take 5 energies. You can see at the top of the screen I've got 20 energies. So if I do those, I've done it. So I've used up 5 of my energies, and I've got these resource things. So the stars are kind of like to tell me I need to do a certain amount of stars. Let's have a look there. So I've filled 1 star already. I've got to fill as many stars as possible. I've got 3 hours to do it. So I'll go and chat to this guy. It's Perry. You look great, thanks. I thought that was Perry, I got confused. That's not Perry then, that's Emily, of course it is. Thanks Emily, you look great too. So there's another thing I can do. I can do a close-up view for 3 or a shout out for 5. So I'm just using up my energy. So I've got 11 left. I could do some things over here. I could compare to the competition. I could compare this game to other similar games. Unfortunately not many people do, apart from Glue, do these kind of things. Of course there's the compared to the, not the competition necessarily, but Glue had a bit of a disaster. It did a Katy Perry pop game, or it did a Katy Perry game called Katy Perry Pop, which was just much more complicated in terms of you were Katy Perry's friend and you were trying to do a band, and you could look at, you had Katy Perry vision where you could look through her glasses and see funky stuff like the left shark and stuff. Yeah, didn't work out well at all. Very complicated. So what can we do here? Let's give our first impressions. For some reason that doesn't work, so I can do. Only got 5 left, so let's do some post-production tweaks. Obviously, when it says post-production, I'm not doing. This is just like nonsense. This is just like words that it says. It's a fallacy. So we can see though. I've got 3 stars, and I've got basically still 3 hours to go. I can't do any more of these. If I try and click on a close-up view, if I click on close-up view now, so it goes no. So I've not got enough energy, so I can get energy. I can say no thanks, get energy. So I can watch a video and get 1. So that silly video that came up before, I could do that. My post is getting likes, fake likes, good. I could go and get some energy, get some for free. That will take me to a video, or I can buy some with K-Gems. I've got 100 K-Gems, so I could do that, but that's not a very good use of my money, really. Get cash. Yeah. So now looking at the kind of monetization stuff. Remove any of these purchases, also removes ads for 30 days. So maybe the ads are a bit intrusive to get me to buy money. I don't really think people do that anymore. But so basically, being somebody who doesn't want to look at ads and someone who hasn't got any money, I'm basically now interestingly stuck in this loop. I've not finished the mission. I mean, I could go out and do something else, and the mission will still be there when I come back. Obviously, these loading screens are not great. So that's the one where I'm going on. I could go and have a look and see what's going on in the salon. Answer is absolutely nothing. Nothing going on in the salon. I'm almost rapping. I'm joking. So there's things going on at the bottom. So this is, yeah, that's what it was before. It's telling me that's going on. There's this thing here. So I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Paxson. So this is like a big fashion brand that they've just done an integration with Kendall and Kylie. There's a collection. So if I use the code, I can save. I can. There we go. All right. So this is. Okay, let's try on some items. So this is an in-store item. So we can see here, these are these items. So if I put the hat on, what will it show me? There we go, there's the hat. But that's because I'm probably 300, 300 watts it. So I'm changing my, don't want to do that, changing my hair, no. So I've got one thing in the, it's going to cost me 300. Do I want to buy it? No, I don't want to buy it. I'll remove an exit. So you can see this, it's kind of interesting. So there are games that do this. They kind of link into with real fashion brands. Oh, and this blooming War of Ages thing as well. Ah, go away. No, nasty, nasty War of Ages. And in a sense, I wouldn't bother so much if it was something that would appeal. I just don't think there's much crossover between this game and that game. I mean, it just seems a bit bonkers. All it's going to do is make people get very annoyed about the adverts. So, basically, I mean, I could go in, let's go into, actually, while we're waiting, not wait that long. So, this is the store we were in before, so these are these featured items, but I don't have to use featured items, so I could go in, and I'm wearing a little skirt, then I could go in and change to some shorts. not a big thing. I'm not into fashion really, you know. Don't like to brag. But actually, that kind of customization stuff is a very big part of the game. Perry's like my post. That's lovely. And as you kind of get further in the game, you can, obviously the hard currency stuff is they want to get people to use, but a lot kind of some stuff is this kind of softer money. So you know, you can, although this isn't a kind of fashion game, there is kind of an element of that. Some of this stuff is nice, but obviously the really nice stuff that counts as nice stuff. The more outlandish stuff is expensive and will involve you either spending a lot of time in the game or spending a lot of money. So no, don't want that. Move next step. So it's very interesting that I haven't done very much in the game, but I'm kind of at an impasse. I could go and kind of mess around with my wardrobe a little bit, but I've not really got very much wardrobe stuff. I'm not particularly far in the game. There's a few other things. I mean, there's kind of like there we go, some social stuff. So I could take a selfie and put Kendall in there. There she is. This is a bit kind of clunky, really. There we go. Add some text. Not really bothered. Not really me. Not complete. Let's go. But social aspects are all kind of interesting way of parodying this game. And this game, I have to say, is doing phenomenally well, certainly in the US, just because of the power of the brands involved. But basically, I've got to wait. So let's wait for a bit. Go do something else and come back and finish it off a bit later on. Hello, and we're back again. So I've been doing some things. You might notice some differences. I look a bit different, maybe. Okay. So I've still time has gone. I'm not the fastest man at pampering myself in the world. But nevertheless, I'm still only on 17 of 20. And when it comes to energy, oh, I'm even in the wrong place. Let's go back and find out what I should be doing and how much longer I've got to do it. There we go. See, I could be in the vlogging makeup demo thing, although I'm not wearing any makeup, but kind of giving myself a facial of sorts. So there's our hunky chunky man. Do a selfie with him again. So close-up view, of course. I'm going to do a close-up now. You can see my chin. Share a pro tip. Everything there is to know. Use a badger brush. I can't give an opinion on price. I haven't got enough. Give a bottom line. My bottom line, very broad. So I've done those, and I've still. Have I done it? No. Oh no. I pressed the wrong button. I've done it. There we go. So yeah, had to wait a bit of time. I used that time in a useful manner. I did the mission. I get max followers from this post if I share it in my feed to get likes. So it's kind of interesting in terms of the social aspect of the game. I finished an amazing makeup demo at the apartment. Check this out. I could change it if I wanted to. Oh, because that's the one I created before, so I could put some stickers in. Oh yeah, cats. Everyone loves cats, don't they? Yeah, cat. See, what would be really cool if you had the Kim Kardashian ones. Oh no. Oh, okay. That's also good. Okay. Anyway, the Kim Kardashian emojis. So we've got to share it. It wants me to share it on my real life Twitter, which I'm obviously not desperately keen on doing. There we go. Share it on those things. No, that go away. Still, so is it going to do it again? Give me an effort for Mobile Strike. So you know, Mobile Strike is a pretty hardcore game. It doesn't involve Arnold Schwarzenegger, although he appears in the advertising. 2016's best game. Arnold needs my help. Surely Arnold doesn't need anyone's help. See, someone should be really doing Chuck Norris. It would go in any other game. In any other game, the hero would need your help, but this is Chuck Norris's game, so get lost. That'd be funny. So there we go. Emily's son, she's probably pretty happy. Probably post a video, it'll be enough. So what you didn't know, behind our complicated vlogging escapade, we actually needed to raise some money to go to somewhere to do something. Oh, there we go. We were going to go to West Hollywood. Cool. And I've got new customizations. There we go. So we're being slightly facetious, as in I am being pretty facetious about the game. But actually, this is how people play these games. That, you know, games that are very time gated. People, people go away and you know, do other things, do their lives in the meantime. And I've gone away and done my life in the meantime, and I've come back and I've completed the mission. So there we go. And now I'm going to go to LAX. So these kind of games, it is very easy, I think, for the kind of what we would call gamers to kind of laugh at these kind of things. But actually, you know, Glue hilariously most of its games are hardcore 3D shooting, slashing, core games where blood is involved. And then the irony is, oh, Brian Powell beat you, mate. You know, the irony is it's making, you know, its biggest games are actually these kind of celebrity-based games, which actually are being designed by the same people, well, not quite the same people, but you know, using the same rules as the games, the hardcore 3D games, and actually its audience of people who are playing them who are not playing 3D hardcore games where you see the other characters' blood. Playing them, and more importantly, are buying stuff in them. So I think that's pretty interesting. So we're absolutely, so someone who played a lot of Kim Kardashian, not saying in any way these are bad games. These are actually very good games that appeal to their audience. But actually, quite interestingly, I guess the real irony is a lot of hardcore gaming people would kind of play this kind of game and go, oh, can't believe the time gates on this. Like, oh, it's just no fun at all. But obviously not realising that actually the mission bits are not really what you do. You kind of set them up, you go off and do something else, you come back, and the bits you want are the dress up and the bits of the doing these, adding the crew and stickers and all that kind of stuff. So there we go. Cancel discard. So there's Kendall and Kylie. Probably I would say Kim Kardashian Hollywood is still the classic of the genre. This is, I guess, to a degree a honed sequel, probably to a slightly younger audience than Kim Kardashian Hollywood. I guess the one that kind of will be kind of super interesting will be the Britney Spears American Dream game, which will be out before too long, I think. Currently being tested. I think you could do a lot with Britney Spears just being a much more fun character. who do we take Britney Spears seriously now? I don't know, but she's obviously gone through some interesting times. So that'll be a cool game. I hope there is a bald version of Britney or a bald avatar version we can play in that one. But that's another video for another time. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, we like playing free-to-play mobile games and talking about them, and you know, hopefully once in a while we will highlight one that you wouldn't otherwise have seen, and you can download it and will have enjoyed it. So subscribe, then you won't miss anything at all, and hope to see you again soon.